I posted today. I'm posting because, yeah. Yesterday I got one of the coolest user picks ever. And I got 2 user picks in the game I won with Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly is my new user, even though I have Anthony Barr. I'm going to use Luke Kuechly because he's one of the best middle linebackers in the league. But my favorite middle linebacker in the league is Bobby Wagner because he's on my Seattle Seahawks. And if I had a favorite different middle linebacker, that'd kind of make me feel like a dick. Like, my favorite wide receiver in the whole league is Doug Baldwin, but I don't like Jermaine Kearse. Like, that's what people don't understand about me being a Seahawks fan. I do not like Jermaine Kearse, but I like Doug Baldwin. Jermaine Kearse, I don't know. I feel like Jermaine Kearse is a little too much. I don't know. He's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, Jermaine Kearse is like doesn't really. I don't know. He doesn't really like. I don't even really think he likes football. Like, no, I don't like him. I kind of just wish, like, a couple years ago when Seattle had Golden Tate, I wish they didn't get rid of him, but they did.
Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this draft champions contest.
Right,
I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it.
Let's
Down
get
to
this
the
game
field.
started.
It's
I won't
time
be
for
doing that
kickoff.
much talking though.
Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
Good return to start off the game.
The 30. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Mariota. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
What a
Get your
hurdle.
best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Josh Doxson's got it complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, Quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. First down, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrell Casey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota now on second down. A dump off this time for Andrews. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. 4th down, Mariota. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now we got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this
Anthony
time.
Barr, that's why I'm not using him, man. You're just a beast.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now it's the Boise State alum.
Oh, Anthony Barr again.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Third and long, it's Smith. They set up the screen to Ajayi. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46.
He missed.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last.
Is he going to leave?
Series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
After the interception, here's Smith. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this is incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and it's 3rd down.
Defense, all they do is step up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, the Panthers are called on Brad Nordman to punt it away.
I swear to God.
That's taking it around the 40. Not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a catch at the 2. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devin Funches, 54 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They run with Ajayi. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They find some open field here. Jay's gonna go.
How did I not set him up?
Carolina. 68 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Wow. And he puts it through.
Might play Madden Ultimate Team later.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. Down throw for Mariota. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
First down.
And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Strong, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
20 and then I'm going to get 28.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devin Funches, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think
the ball knocked in the air and intercepted.
Oh my God! Yo,
It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
And even, I hate more I don't like. I'm not trying to be rude to EA, but EA, you guys need to make more challenges. Like instead of like the gauntlet once a month thing. Definitely complete all 3 gauntlets already. And I don't want to play doing it this one.
They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He doesn't do the stuff that, like, you know, that he messed up on. I mean, it gets even worse for him. And look the score. Like, it was just 12-7. It was 26-7.
Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
What? Des caught that?
And this is, oh my goodness, he
what?
pulled it in one-handed.
I just got...
Touchdown, Carolina. Des Bryant, 77 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps.
Oh my
but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Mariota. He's got time. Being chased at, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. Fighting through. And he'll go backwards. Losing yardage to the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
I'm not at school
This one just a chippy. So they get the
because
Excellent
way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with
because I made a bet with my dad, and I won the bet. So I told him, I said, if Seattle beat the Patriots, so I was supposed to stay home Thursday, so I won the bet, obviously, because Seattle won 31-24 on a couple days ago, and so my dad said, no, you can stay home today, but at first I was going to go to school today, so no matter what, but you know, I was like, whatever, I'll stay home. But are you at school, Yusuf?
That was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Come the Panthers, they'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Redding in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Smith. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Well,
Jalen Ramsey with a hard hit.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went.
Try to find
User pick, baby. User pick, baby.
Kinkley that picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. This is caught inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Marcus Mariota. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And the lead will grow by one more. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now they're in the hurry up. A shotgun snap for Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
To throw, Mariota steps away to his left. They were trying to get it there to Josh Dykson. Third down here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's pulled in at the 32. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter the offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Here's Smith looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get it.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Actually, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna leave the game for him. I was nice and I left the game for him. Just because I care. And I felt bad for him. So I left. So now I lost. I'm gonna draft this team.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock
I'm gonna
him a
get
few
Ricky
key
Williams.
positions,
Never tried him out.
excellent
Oh,
selection.
74
Just what
overall.
his team needs to maybe get him over the hump. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your
Wide
team.
receiver.
Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Boy, you can't go wrong with anybody out of this group. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches? Or someone who... I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go
I
after
want
a
another wide
position
receiver
need?
because I think I'm gonna get a better quarterback.
The Bears have been represented here already. It wouldn't be a shock to see a second come off the board here. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem. These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
That's all for now.